as I welcome Miss Kim.
How are you?
I am good. I'm very good.
Are you in Bloemfontein?
Got it. Okay. So I'm just putting us live on Facebook at the moment. I'm still getting down with the technology.
I see that. But you're doing great, so.
Yeah. The first time with Miss Anshay, I think it took me about a minute or so to realize where to push all the buttons. But now I think I kind of get it a little bit, but it still takes me a while to.
And I was watching it, but I couldn't even pick up that something was going on behind the scenes. But
Okay.
then I get it okay.
Okay, well, then I gave away the secret. There was something behind the scenes. Miss Kim, I'm currently in Centurion with our Littleton Smart School. I'm visiting here a little bit, but you are situated in Kimberley.
Yes, I am. I am in Kimberley, in the Northern Cape. Very nice. Very interesting place. No, Kimberley is really great. It's actually been raining quite often now, which is a good thing because it's normally so hot. So I think it's really great that it's raining.
Yeah, I think the Northern Cape always needs rain. No one should complain about that.
No, definitely nobody should complain. Nobody should complain.
Miss Kim, I have some did you know questions for you.
Okay.
Let's see how well you know the Smartschool franchise. Did you know, or do you know, in what year Smartschool was established?
19.
19.
I'm gonna go with 1997.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna go with 2010.
Okay, I think 1997, I was still in school. I'm not that old yet.
There was something that I saw. I don't know.
But
I don't know, my gut feeling.
But 2010 is definitely correct. That was when Smartschool was established. So in this case, you have to go with your second answer.
Okay, I'll go with the second one. But I saw the first one somewhere. I don't know where. I think on the old Smartschool website. I'm not sure where I saw it.
I wonder where you saw it. I'm going to go look into it because I was definitely still in school. I only matriculated in 2004. So I was even still in primary back then. But it's okay.
I'm going to ask Ms. Ronell, I'm going to ask your mother, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Because I saw something.
Okay, I have one more for you. Do you know how many boxes of photocopy paper Smartschool uses in a year?
500.
Oh, okay. It's less than 100. Way less than 100.
Boxes.
Yeah, boxes.
I thought you said pages. Okay. Boxes, I'm gonna go with 4.
Okay, so we use 23 boxes around the whole of South Africa between all of the smart schools. So all 8 of the smart school franchises, we only use 23 boxes of photocopy paper, which is not a lot.
I was close in terms of the breakdown.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm justifying all my answers right now.
A little bit. Okay. Do you know how many letters the Hawaiian alphabet have?
Oh my goodness, no. I don't.
Only 13.
13 letters.
Yeah, only 13 letters in the Hawaiian alphabet. It's very interesting, no?
It is, considering that we have basically double of that.
Yeah. But it also made me think of how many kids you have in your afternoon study classes. It's almost the same, because if the Hawaiian alphabet has 13 letters, how many kids do you have in one afternoon study class?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense, actually.
Yeah. So it's a letter for
Interesting.
every child.
Basically.
Yeah.
Now we just need to learn those letters so that we can give each of them a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Miss,
sound.
can you tell us a little bit about your afternoon study in Kimberley?
All right. So in Kimberley, my smart school is situated in New Park. We are very close to Newton Primary School, very well-known school in Kimberley. We offer afternoon study for grade 1 to 12, or actually grade R to 12. We have extra classes available. We do languages, mathematics, accounting, and your science subjects as well. We have commerce subjects here and there. It's doing really great at the moment. We are almost 3 years old now. So that's very exciting. We opened literally in the midst of COVID, and then we still made it out alive. So I'm proud.
I remember opening. We were supposed to open January. Then the schools didn't open. They were like, okay, all right, we're going to postpone. Then it was February, and then the schools didn't open. Oh, I remember being so nervous because we had this great plan and everything, and the schools just didn't open. We were like, okay, what now? And we just had to wait. Yeah, my stress levels were very high when you opened your franchise.
I know. I think it was very stressful at the time because you really didn't know what to expect. But it actually turned out, I think, everything happens for a reason. The turnout was actually, I think it was really good when we eventually opened. The enrollments were then just, I think they were flowing quite well. So I think everything happens for a reason. It's all behind us now. We are open at the moment. We're operating at a good level, I would say.
Definitely.
Definitely. So that's going really great. We are currently working on the robotics and coding now. So that just recently opened. So I'm very excited about that. It's for grade 1 to 9. They'll be doing different things. We focus on different things as well, the programming, the coding, just the building with the Lego sets. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, and they put up your signage for the robotics this week as well. It looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does. Parents have been asking me because now they drive past and there's something new.
Yeah.
And they're like, was this here? I'm like, no. But thank you for noticing that it's here now.
It's always good to have a little bit of change on the exterior of the building.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's definitely attracting a lot of attention right now.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
great.
No, I'm glad. And then you going to host your robotics during the holiday as a holiday program?
Yes, we are starting it off as a holiday program. As soon as that gets into motion and things start going great, then we'll look at running it as a weekend program. Because afternoon study is so busy during the week. Yeah. I think between our Fridays and Saturdays, it would be much greater in terms of Monday to Friday. Yeah. There's a lot going on during the week with academics. We love to focus on that first. So I think it would be a great program for weekends and then as well as the holiday program. And it also keeps them busy. It's a very productive, something new, productive, academically related as well. So I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, and the community, at the end of the day, what does the kids do during the holiday? They're either on the couch, they're watching TV, or they're on their devices. And this is a way of incorporating technology during the holiday, which the kids love, but then actually just teaching them in a fun, playful way as well. Because it laid down the foundations, as you said, for programming, for your engineering. And it's not just an engineering subject, robotics. It is going to be the basics of a lot of our future job opportunities is going to involve robotics and even programming in a sort. If you look at the current AI that is being developed as well. They're taking over a lot of job opportunities. And I think it's not, robotics is just not engineering. It is a wide spectrum in the future that we need to educate our kids on.
Yeah, I do agree, especially with your younger ones, because I know with them, you know, they are going to be the first ones who will be introduced to robotics, you know, when eventually it will be full stream in our schools. So I think that's really, really great. I'm actually very excited about that. I'm excited about the programming, you know, the Lego sets. We got our sets last week. They have like these cute little animals. I think they're gonna love that. I really am excited.
Yeah, when I was unpacking the robotics, I think there was a kitten and it kind of fit on my thumb as well. It was very cute, the animals that came with the Lego sets.
Yeah, I think that's really, really nice.
Yeah, definitely. So along with the robotics, what other options do we have at your smart school?
All right, so we have the robotics available. We have afternoon study. That is your homework assistance. We offer that to up to grade 12. We focus on the homework first. We look at all the subjects. We do reading, spelling, summaries. We focus a bit on our study methods as well. And then we have our extra classes or your tutor classes. Then we try to focus individually on every subject or per subject, let me say that. We do our one-on-one sessions. We have up to 5 kids available in a group, excuse me, up to 5 learners in a group. We do in-depth curriculum. We go look at the problem solving methods. We focus on preparation for tests and exams. So I think that's really great if you are someone who wants to specifically focus on one thing, you know. And
I think it's a good option for kids. You have 2 categories: the ones that's really struggling in school, that want to improve their marks, and then you have the other option as well, because you have the university in Kimberley that's actually expanding at the moment. So the kids that wants to go and attend university as well, you know, they have to have a certain level of marks, a certain percentage to be able to accept it in different programs. So the extra classes would be a great option for those kids as well.
Yeah, especially even the afternoon study, because, you know, you might not necessarily have your back-to-back school periods, but you definitely gonna have to make time to study during the day, or try and see how you can manage it. You know, you'll be sitting in a library more often than you think. So sitting in an afternoon study classroom is gonna help you right now. You'll be making more notes than you think. So focusing on your study methods right now is also a great option. And that's what we also do in the afternoon study. So I think overall, it's a great option for every learner, you know, despite of the grade or age. I think the younger you are, the better it is, because then it sets you for the future. And even if you are older, it still prepares you for what the future holds anyway.
Definitely. So, it lays down that foundation of discipline, you know, because even a lot of kids do homework at home as well, but there's always a distraction. It's the dog, it's the cat, it's the vacuum, it's mom, it's dad, it's the TV, it's your devices. So even though you can focus and you can still do your homework, there's still distractions constantly, where at the afternoon study you get to sit down with and get into that routine of discipline, of sitting down and focus. And as you said, with the university, that's quite important as well. And the younger you can start to implement these foundations, these disciplines, the easier it's going to be for your child to go through the school as well. The better performance we can expect for them when they get to grade 10, 11 and 12.
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with you. So yeah, that is, I think my afternoon study is doing really great right now. I think Kimberley learners are finally getting the habit of of things, they're finally just adapting to everything. I know when we first started, what we offer was slightly new to them.
Yeah, it was new to the market in Kimberley. There was no one else that offered the same as you. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that the market, you got to educate the market a little bit about
I
what
got
the
to
difference.
educate the market. The market must thank me because I did great things.
Yeah. If I look at the kids' results that they sent through, obviously not this year, but last year, end of the year, if I look at the referrals from your parents, the results that the kids get, I think everyone will be thankful. You got kids that went from almost 10% to 50, 60%. You got those 60%ers to jump to 80% as well. I think on average, your increase is about 30, 40% on the report card, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a big increase, for any child. That makes a big difference for the investment in their future as well. You can think if you can increase your child's report card with 40%, that makes a big difference of the opportunities for them in the future.
Yeah, I always tell my learners the same thing, because I always remind them that a mark and a percentage, there is a difference. So if you have a 30 or 40% increase, that's not an additional 30 or 40 marks. Those are a lot of marks that contribute to that increase. So I always tell them you should be proud of yourself. Even just a 10% increase, that's a lot. We were actually doing percentages this week, based on money. So we were discussing, just the difference that a 10% makes, based on the amount of money that you have, and they were all like, wow, because, they never realize, such things up until they actually get to see it. So I think definitely the increase, that's doing really great. I'm definitely proud of my learners. I have quite a few of them who have a long lifespan at Smartschool right now. I have a few learners who have been here who are going to be here for their third consecutive year now. And that's really, really great, because then you get to grow with a learner, and it's amazing to see how much they just grow and, how much they change, how much they adapt to the system. Yeah, that's really great. I love that. Yeah.
And it's a testament for you as well. Any business that can keep a client for 3 years consecutively, that speaks a lot. It's a very good testament to you as well, and congratulations on that. That is a difficult thing, especially in today's market, to achieve client loyalty. If you talk about a client that has been with you for 3 years, that client is happy, that client is getting good results. So yeah, I have to say congratulations. I'm very proud of you for that.
Thank you.
And I think that is something that the Smartschool franchise system offers, is that potential for that client loyalty as well.
Yeah, definitely. Just speaking of that, my first learners who enrolled are still here. It's not often that it happens that your very first enrollments are still, that they are still here. So it's really, really nice. And it's just that loyalty and that trust and commitment from both parties. Yeah. And it goes a long way. It really does go a long way.
Yeah. Definitely. So I also want to ask you a little bit about, say, for instance, we have a child that has a reading problem, because it's something that we have picked up, especially And just to get back to COVID, a lot of the kids, especially grade 1, 2, and 3s, were not in school during that time. And that was where they had to lay down the foundation for actually reading. Now, those kids are grade 4, 5, and 6, where they have to make summaries, where they're actually depending on reading the work that they now have to summarize. What advice do you have maybe in study methods a little bit? How can we help at home? How can parents at home assist these kids a little bit? And do you offer a study method course that they can attend as well?
Yes, we actually do offer a study method course. What I would advise is, because we focus on the reading, especially with the little ones from Monday to Friday. Reading is very important. We try and cover the spelling as well, the phonics, vocabulary, because once a child is able to read a passage and identify a key word, then it makes it easier for them to study the concept. Because if they can identify the most important words or concepts in that passage, then it means that they are able to grasp, the concept, and they are also able to adapt to it and acquire the next thing. So I would suggest that, it's baby steps, especially if you have a learner who is struggling with reading. Try and focus on your basic words first, your phonics, your vocabulary. Try and incorporate the use of your dictionary in that. Then focus on your passages. Focus on, at least if it's one paragraph, then move on gradually to 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs. Eventually that learner will get there. It takes patience and it takes commitment, but it definitely does get there. We also, because we have the study method course available, not all learners study, necessarily study in the same way. So that's why the course is there. What you try to do is we still incorporate reading, because that child must still be able to read or understand what is in the textbook or the workbook or whatever resource it is that the teacher uses. But there are different ways to trying to grasp a concept, and that's what we teach them in the study method course.
Yeah,
because it's important for them.
Definitely, because some kids are visual, where they actually learn with what they see. You have kids that's auditorial, that means they listen to sounds, they actually have to say the word out loud. And then you have kinetics, the ones that learn with movements and hands and those kind of things. So it's important to determine what learning style a child has as well. And that is happening during the study methods. You help parents and children to determine what study method works best for the kids.
Yeah, I think it's important to attend a study method course, especially if you are in afternoon study, because then you can take what you had or what you learned in that course and apply it in your afternoon study. And if you are not in afternoon study, then you will definitely be in afternoon study after that course. Because it will save your life. So I think learners need to also they need to understand that they are all different and unique, and we can't all do the same thing in the same manner. So I think it's important to give yourself the opportunity to do something like a study method course, so that we can help you understand yourself better and understand how you can acquire the knowledge that you are being taught at school, and then it'll be better for you in the long run as an individual as well.
Yeah, definitely. So you have the study method course at Smartschool where you present it. So I assume during a term once or during the year you have certain dates, but then you also can go to a school, and the school can approach you, and you can, for instance, in the school hall, you can have a study method course for 120 kids at that particular school as well. Can any school contact you? How does that normally work?
Yes, any school can contact me. I am also currently reaching out to a few schools in terms of, just presenting the course, because I think that it'll also benefit the school at the end of the day. If learners know how to study better, it'll improve academic performance.
Yeah.
It will also help assist the teachers, so I think definitely schools are more than welcome to contact me. I know that Smartschool has done a few study method courses. I think I witnessed the one, was it in Bredasdorp?
Yeah,
Yeah, and that was great.
Yeah.
That really, really was a success, I would say. So I think it's definitely better, especially if it is at a school. It benefits the school at the end of the day. It benefits the learner. It benefits the teachers as well. So overall, it really is a great initiative.
Yeah, definitely. I think it is an initiative that, once again, the entire community benefit from the initiative, definitely. And then with the study method, say, for instance, my child is now the first time in grade 4. Grade 4 is such a adjustment from grade 3, in the sense now we have to write exams, now we write tests, and would the parents from grade 4 students maybe be able to attend the course with them? So because the parents obviously have to adjust, and the child as well. So do you think grade 4 parents might be able to sit in the study course as well?
Yeah, definitely. The first study method course we had here in Kimberley, both learners and parents were present. And I think it helped a lot, because the parents also realize, that there definitely is a bigger concept in terms of studying. A lot of parents have this traditional perception that the child has to sit down and look at the textbook, and just get everything in. So I think definitely, especially with grade 4, grade 4 really is such a fragile grade, I would say, because they move from one phase into another, and it's very challenging for them to adapt to it. It's not easy, but they do. And I think with the study method course, it'll definitely help, in terms of, especially like I mentioned before, just those paragraphs, those passages, being able to identify your keywords, being able to understand what the text is about. So I think that'll be great for them.
No, I do agree. And the parents has to adopt as well, because when we were in school, it was a study method was you were sitting in the hall looking at your books, and I don't know how I studied, but it just came into my brain. And today we have developed so many different ways. Technology helped us, and as I said, you have the visual and the auditory and the kinetics as well. We now understand what a study method is. It's no longer just sitting and looking at your book and hoping the information gets in there. And that's some of the things that the parents have to adapt to as well.
No, definitely, but they will. They are adapting.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good. And I think that's where your Smartschool in Kimberley definitely brings and pull in the community as well. It's not just for the kids. You help the parents, you assist the parents as well if they have any needs, educational wise, with the kids as well. Yeah,
definitely. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, Ms. Kim, I want to say thank you for your time. It was very informative talking to you, and good luck with your robotics, which is a new project. And then it seems like you have great ideas for working together with the schools and the community with your study method as well. And then obviously you have the normal afternoon study and extra classes, which is doing great. I'm really proud of you in that sense.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you.
Thank you, Ms. Kim. And next Friday, we will talk to Smartschool Bredasdorp and hear a little bit about what is happening there as well. Bye-bye, guys. We'll see you next week.
Looking forward to it. Bye.
Bye-bye.